Welcome to another edition of Rants, where I come on and go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. So, Cleveland Guardians. How's that name change working out for you? Well, if you go by some recent numbers, it ain't working out very well. The team, who, honestly, I cannot bring myself to call them the Guardians. They'll always be the Cleveland Indians for me. And I'm saying this as someone who's not even a Cleveland Indians fan. But the team apparently has seen a decline in both its attendance and its television audience. So, could we be seeing another example of our favorite motto? Get woke, go broke. Well, according to Baseball Reference, this season, which is the club's first under its stupid new name, they have seen a drop-off in ticket sales. In fact, quite the drop-off. Here we go. In 2019, the last year before the pandemic, Cleveland was averaging around 21,400 fans. So, not too great, but not all that horrible. I mean, it's certainly nowhere near the numbers of fans they were seeing back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, when they opened up their brand new field, Jacobs Field, and they were perennial contenders with guys like Jim Thome and Charles Nagy and Manny Ramirez. I mean, it was pretty much a sellout night after night for the Indians. Anyway, as always, I digress. So like I said, 2019, the Indians averaged around 21,400 fans. How many fans are they averaging for this season? Again, according to baseballreference.com, they are averaging 15,600 fans. So that's about a 6,000 fan drop-off per game from just a couple of years ago before the pandemic hit. It also puts them 25th out of Major League Baseball's 30 teams in terms of average attendance. So the only teams doing worse than Cleveland in MLB this year are Kansas City, Pittsburgh, both the Florida teams, which is no surprise because the Marlins and Rays, they've always had trouble attracting fans. And at the very bottom, Oakland, probably no surprise there because fans, well, they don't want to risk their lives to watch a baseball game in a really cruddy stadium like Oakland Alameda Coliseum or whatever corporate name they have for it nowadays. In fact, there have been a few incidents of shootings in and around the Oakland A's stadium so far this year. Anyway, getting back to the Indians, along with the bad attendance, their TV ratings are also spiraling. In fact, this is according to Outkick. They have seen reports that the decline in attendance could be as much as 30% from the year before. And I would also assume that the Indians are seeing a drop-off in listenership for their radio broadcasts, which actually makes me kind of sad because the Indians have a great radio play-by-play guy in Tom Hamilton. This is a guy who just seems to be jacked up on every single call he makes. In fact, I really enjoyed listening to Tom Hamilton do play-by-play back when I had satellite radio before I dumped it in 2020 when sports decided to go woke. So, why are people tuning out of Guardians games? Well, the defenders, they actually can't say that it's because Cleveland sucks this year. They don't suck. In fact, as I'm speaking today, Cleveland is 57-52, and they are tied for first place in the American League Central Division with the Minnesota Twins. So this decline is not because the team is doing bad. My guess, it's probably a combination of a couple things. One, you have longtime fans just all across Major League Baseball tuning out of baseball because of several factors. For one, they don't like watching a game where their team brings in 6 or 7 different pitchers every night. They also probably do not like seeing feast or famine hitters all the time. And they're probably fed up because no one in the majors these days seems to know how to play small ball or how to manufacture runs. Also, you gotta figure that a lot of Cleveland fans are hacked off because of this name change. Now, they've been the Cleveland Indians for more than a century. In fact, as the story goes, Cleveland got its name, the Indians, to honor a player named Louis Sockalix. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Anyway, Louis Sockalix, he was from the Penobscot tribe. He was an actual Native American, and he played for Cleveland back when they were named the Spiders, and years later they were, I guess, looking for a new name, and they said, hey, let's call ourselves the Indians, because Louis Sockalexis was in fact a Penobscot Indian. And quite frankly, as I said, the guy played for Cleveland when they were called the Spiders. You know what? If the Indians were actually going to change their name, why didn't they just go back to the Spiders? I mean, I think that's a better name than the Guardians, and also it does have some history with the franchise. But no, because after the 2020 Summer of Love, the Indians front office decided to bend the knee to the woke mob who doesn't even watch sports in the first place, and they changed their name and decided to spit on over a century's worth of tradition. And actually, there have been quite a few polls taken among Native Americans, and it's found that the majority of them really don't mind the name Cleveland Indians. So, Cleveland Guardians, oh, bleep that. You know what? Cleveland Indians. As far as I'm concerned, you reap what you sow, or as I like to say, you get woke, you go broke, and you know what? I don't feel sorry for you one bit. So that's another edition of Rants in the Can. Folks, be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe across all of KYCA's social media. That's Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Instagram. Also, follow us on KYCA.info for the latest in news, talk, and sports from around the Tri-City area. Be sure to smash the like button and leave a comment on this video. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Till next time, I'm John Rust. I'll see you soon.